It's all you, man.
It's all me. That was your stuff.
It's your show.
Oh shit, it's mine? Whoops.
This is Another Man's Nostalgia with John.
I'm like, we're not dating.
Yeah.
You didn't say anything was in concrete.
Exactly.
Does that say something about me?
Chris.
So you're just a normal nerdy guy, because I remember you comparing yourself to
I am
him.
very much like Corey. I embrace it. Very forgettable. I'm okay with that.
And Justin.
It's just so metacore.
Is
But there's
metacore the right
nothing
way
really
to say
good.
that, or is it mediocre? Are there two different ways to say that?
Mediocre.
Okay, well, we all learned something.
Alright, metacore is a
We all
real
learned
word.
something today.
Where's
really
the way
do.
I pronounce it? I'm telling you, this is a real word.
Because it
Okay.
doesn't exist.
The episode starts now.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to Another Man's Nostalgia, where we revisit everybody's favorite movies, TVs, and games from the mid-90s to the mid-2000s. So I changed phones, and I lost my intro.
Oh, no. Let's
So-
resend it to you. Or you'll have to memorize it. One of the two.
I think I did pretty good
That wasn't bad.
until I got to the movies and TV
Wasn't
show part.
So
There he is.
John's hopping on late. So we're it's just me and him, and I'm big on the screen, which I love.
So here we go. He's about to switch here.
There he is.
There he is. And we're back here.
And John's here now.
John's
I'm here
back.
now, yay.
So John, you missed my intro without my
Oh
notes.
gosh, it was bad, John.
It's pretty bad.
He botched it.
Anyways,
Dang
so
it.
before we
I
get into the
missed it.
stuff today, how's everybody's week?
Can't believe that.
It's good. It was a good week, except for watching this show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, this
It's
is
okay.
pretty bad.
It's okay.
Yeah.
So did you already talk about like what it meant to you guys and
No,
we
we
just
literally
started,
did
so-
we literally just did
Okay.
the intro. So
Sorry I got here late. I
it's
apologize.
okay. It's cool. All right, so this week we are starting the Spooktacular month of October, where we're going to watch 4 Halloween-themed kids shows that we watched when we were little, except for
Yep.
John, who apparently never watched Halloween shows. So
I don't really know what to say, but I didn't even know Goosebumps was a TV show.
Oh,
honestly,
yeah?
I've never even heard
Really?
of the TV show. No,
Huh,
I thought it was books, and then they decided to make a movie like a couple years ago
Uh-huh.
when it came to who did that? Jack Black,
Jack
right?
Black.
I heard
Yeah.
the movie was actually decent.
The first movie's great.
It wasn't a bad movie.
Did you hear the movie was decent from like 7-year-olds?
No,
No,
like
It was genuinely
viewed.
funny. It
They
wasn't
say
very
it was
scary.
it was a good like kids movie.
Yeah, and they make fun of the series a lot, which is pretty good. It's a good
Okay.
movie. I think it's on
All right.
Netflix. I wasn't really into these things. They're more my sister's stuff, but we did have the VHS of one of the episodes we watched today, and I won't tell you which one it is until we talk about it. But it used to actually pretty scare me pretty badly. So I guess
this-
it works.
This is Justin's, right? This is Justin's
Yeah.
Yeah,
thing. Okay.
He didn't know about that though until right before.
I know.
Oh,
I know
for
plenty about
real?
Goosebumps though.
Yeah.
Oh my.
I know
Yeah,
plenty
he-
about it though.
He has the fun
Okay.
facts. He knows things.
Okay, so
I'm
Do
an
we-
encyclopedia.
And so you like this a lot, Justin, when you were little?
I would say I like the books a lot. I read a lot of the books. The TV show I thought was, it was all right. It didn't really scare me except for the dummy. The dummy always scared me.
the
Interesting.
dummy scared you in this?
More
Slappy.
because it was creepy looking.
Yeah.
Not necessarily because it was scary. It was more like it was a really creepy, like, real design.
The ending of that was a little terrifying. I mean, it was just really creepy. It was just really creepy.
Yeah. But other than that, I like the books a lot because there was always some kind of twist.
So
It's a
like,
genius idea. Oh, good. Sorry.
well, I was about to say. So I was just gonna ask how Justin wanted to do this. Do you want to go through like episode by episode and tell us how like each episode was? What do you want to do, Justin?
I just thought we'd kind of jump around.
And we go through episodes and just say like good, bad, what was scary, what was stupid, because there's a lot of stupid stuff in this.
There's more stupid than bad.
Yeah, so
But-
just a quick little. I don't really. Anybody have any nostalgia news or anything? I don't really have anything.
Link's Awakening, it came out for Switch. If any
Yeah.
Game Boy fans out there,
Did you get that, Chris? Did you end
I
up getting
did.
that?
I did get it. I just haven't started it yet. So
I think I might
Poke-
use my last voucher on it. I don't know.
Have you guys got
Yeah.
Pokemon yet? Pokemon's out, right?
No, that's not
yet.
till November.
Yeah.
It's not until
November
November.
16th.
I thought the new
Yep.
Pokemon game was gonna be up. No. Okay.
Not yet.
Also,
Are you
they're coming
excited?
out with-
Are you guys gonna get it? Are you actually excited about this game? Like a lot of
I'll
people
have
I
it.
hear,
I'll get it.
a lot of people I hear that don't have Switches are getting it just to get this game.
I'm gonna get it. I'm not that excited about it, but I'm gonna get it. 'Cause
It'll
I
be
haven't had
fine. It'll be a
I haven't had
Pokemon
new,
game.
Yeah, I haven't had a new Pokemon game in a long time.
It'll be a Pokemon game, and it's gonna be okay.
Yeah.
It'll be cool.
One other nostalgia news thing I saw was that, speaking of the Switch, they're coming out with that Disney Lion King and Aladdin old SNES and Sega.
Yeah.
Did y'all hear about that?
Yeah, they're taking basically all the ports from the old videos and video games, and they're gonna put it on there. So pretty much everything, all of it that used to be there, will be
Looks pretty
on
exciting.
that Switch.
Okay, so let's get into this.
Viewer beware, you're in for a scare.
So we'll put the episodes down there, what we watched, but I can pull it up if you want.
So while Chris looks up those episodes, I'll do some fun facts.
Okay.
So I got a good little fun facts thing.
Okay, good.
Bum 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 bum. Da 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 da. Fun facts. Bum 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 bum. Viewer beware, you're in for fun facts.
I thought it was gonna end halfway through, but you just kept going there.
So just some quick things. There's not a lot to do with this. R.L. Stine used to write horror books called Fear Street for teenagers.
Okay.
They wanted him to, his editor wanted him to basically make it for 7 to 12-year-olds. He was like, and then he decided, oh, okay, I'll do it.
Yeah.
And he just started just chugging these out.
All right.
So
I was just say this is a genius idea to make a medium scary thing for kids. Like that's a genius idea.
oh yeah, and they were pretty creepy books. Like there was death and there was people like turning into stuff. I mean, it was pretty. I mean, there was some pretty gruesome, weird stuff. But there was always a twist too. Usually,
Was there any death in these shows?
I don't think in the shows, but I think in some of the books there were.
Yeah.
I don't remember exactly, but a lot of it played on the fears of like adults doing different things or like monsters and stuff.
I think every single episode, an adult was a bad guy.
yeah.
There was
Yeah.
not one episode. One of the kids are like, you know what? I'm gonna just turn on this other kid. No, all the kids are good.
Except for the mask. The mask girl.
Yeah.
That was she was pretty bad. Okay, so
And-
the episodes. Oh, good.
Go ahead. No, you go.
The episodes we watched was the Haunted Mask, the Girl Who Cried Monster. These aren't in the right order, guys, but just so y'all know. Night of the Living Dummy. Stay out of the two for some
Yeah,
reason.
two.
Even though there's no one. Very
I was
odd.
about to say, there's no one there.
Yeah,
Like I
I don't know if-
I was, because you gave us the list, and I was like, two.
Yeah.
I think
gonna
it's a
go back
sequel
and-
to the book.
I'm
It's
gonna
a sequel
go
to the
back and
book.
watch one,
Yeah.
just to see what's going on, and there was no one.
I think it's
Yeah.
a sequel to the book.
Yeah, the sequel to the book, I think. Stay Out of the Basement. Say Cheese and Die. A Night at Terror Tower. And that's it.
The worst one, Night at Terror Tower.
God, that's
Okay.
bad.
Okay, so let's go over the first episode we watched was The Librarian with the monsters.
Yes, it was.
And-
I like this concept.
The concept was okay. The
I like
logic
the
of this-
concept. Let's make that very clear.
Okay,
all
I
right.
like
So
the
okay, let's
concept.
go over what the concept was though. The
Okay.
concept was that a librarian that turned into a monster
Right.
and tried to eat this other girl that saw that he was a monster.
Right.
Yeah, so it's like, you think the creepy dude where you work or where you go wherever as a kid, like, is actually a monster. Like, that's a pretty common fear that a kid has,
I mean,
Yeah.
I've never had this fear, but I'm sure it happens, like
a scary, like, adult, and like, oh, wow, I heard they, like, eat this or that, or, whatever. So, you ever heard that before, John?
I mean, I've heard of it. It never happens. I've not personally experienced it.
Wow, no childhood. Anyways, so... But
Sounds like a
anyways,
really nice childhood to me.
I like the concept of it. The execution, obviously, was terrible.
Right.
The librarian eats bugs and eats a spider and then turns into this monster after closing time.
Which is pretty creepy-looking monster.
Yeah, it didn't look terrible. What's weird about it, though, about this episode is that the premise is that this girl lies to her brother a lot and tells her that these monsters are coming, and then the twist at the end is that you find out the parents are monsters and they eat the guy. Okay, so someone does die. The monster dies.
The kids know they're monsters.
Yeah. So why is it a big deal that he's making them scared about the monsters?
Okay,
Which I like the fact that the twist at the end is they're monsters, but the
Right.
fact that they're lying about the monsters, why would she be scared of it?
Exactly.
If she's a monster,
Right.
why is she scared?
Yeah. What are you thinking, John?
this episode was so weird. It was
Yeah.
in my opinion, it was the weirdest out of all of them.
I disagree, but it was weird.
So so the guy, the librarian, he almost acts like a child like predator.
A little bit.
And
Yeah.
and the parents are like, "Oh yeah, it's fine. Like he followed you home to give you your books back. That's cool. Like he should
This is
be
a very
really nice
common
guy."
place thing that the
Yeah.
parents are idiots.
And then
Yeah.
but then they were like, "Okay, so the girl's saying that he's a monster and they don't believe her but they're monsters."
Right. Exactly. It does not make any sense. It was a weird one to start on. It wasn't terrible though. It's not the worst on here.
So yeah, the parents invite him over and then they
Yeah.
eat him and they have like fangs.
Yeah. And they eat them, and then they said like, when you get older, you'll grow your fangs. Very, very weird.
Yeah, in the book they actually grow their fangs out too. Like that's already grown and they all eat them together.
Oh.
So then
That would have been better.
I thought, okay, so Goosebumps is about a monstrous family. Like everything was gonna be canon, and then no, it's because they said, oh, we're in this town and we didn't know there was other monsters with us, but now that we know there's other monsters with us, we gotta go find them and eat them basically, and then
Yeah.
it just never shows them again.
It's really weird. Logic-wise, this one did not make any sense, and I didn't think it was very scary. All right, you want to move on to the next one?
Yeah.
Okay, so the next one is episode 9 and 10.
Yeah.
If you want to watch this, on Netflix, this is episode 9 and 10. This is Stay Out of the Basement.
Yes.
My favorite. Out of all
I
of
thought
them.
this was very, very strong. It was a really good episode. And I don't know if it's because we were getting used to it. Like, the acting seemed a little bit better in this one.
No, I don't believe it had anything to do with any acting.
Uh-huh.
I believe it had to do with the story. And the story
Yeah.
with
Good.
no... Okay, think about it. In all the ones that we saw, they were really weird props and really weird, like, masks and animatronics that they were using. This one barely had any of it.
Yeah. Yeah, that's
And
true.
it was just pure story, and I feel like they did a really good job executing what the story is.
I think this one's the most unsettling. The idea that there's something wrong with your parent and you can't quite figure out what it is, and they get more and more like that's a creepy concept. Like I don't like that, you know.
I like my parents.
Justin, how'd you feel about this episode?
Yeah, I thought this was the best one. It didn't require much, some dummy running around or some monster. The end was pretty good too.
Yeah, like you don't know if it was actually okay, but again, there's a bad logic thing in this. Oh, good.
I was about to say, let's describe what this episode is and the
Yeah,
concept of everything. So,
Okay.
You have this dad, and he spends a lot of his time in the basement, and the kids don't really know why. So the mom
Porn.
has to go.
It's porn.
It's porn. He's masturbating down there. constantly.
Oh no, honey, it's okay. Your father just needs his alone time.
So the mom leaves because of a family emergency, and the kids are stuck at home with dad, and something's really off with dad. They don't understand why. So the dad keeps saying, don't go to the basement, don't go to the basement.
Yeah.
The kids go to the basement, find out that he's, like, hoarding plants and,
Doing
like,
weird stuff
making,
with plants,
he's
yeah.
a botanist.
He's an
Yeah.
evil botanist.
So they figure out this dude's a mad scientist, and he's making plants part animal.
Right.
And so they kind of go through like this huge thing, and they figure out that the dad is not really the dad. It's a plant that the dad made.
It's like a
Right.
plant
And
clone.
the plant made a copy of the dad, and now the dad that they supposedly
Okay, I
have been
thought the
living
plant
with.
was the clone. See, I kind of got
Yeah.
I kind of got confused.
Yeah.
But I wasn't
Yeah.
paying attention half the time because.
Whatever.
But did he like cut? They figured out because he got cut, right?
Yeah,
and it was like green.
Yeah, weird.
Yeah, no, So yeah, it's
Did
a
that give
copy
you
of the dad
goosebumps?
that's a plant,
Right.
and the
Nobody
kids
laughed.
figure
That
it
was
out,
pretty good.
and they go down to the basement to try to rescue the real dad, and they rescue the real dad. And it's super fucking weird.
Did you hear my joke?
What'd you say?
I said, did it give you goosebumps when he got the cut? I thought that was pretty funny,
was
and
pretty
I got
good.
no reaction.
I thought that the creepiest part of this one is when she's talking to her mom, and he gets on the phone, and he's like,
Mom, I can't explain it, but I've just got this really bad feeling about Dad.
Hi, honey. Everything okay? Oh, that's a shame. Margaret? Yes. You're right. I should spend more time with her. Absolutely, you're right. We miss you. I will. Bye.
it was creepy. But the plot that doesn't make sense is that at the end, he's down there, and she's spraying, she's like holding the gun, the spray weed gun, to the dad, and they're like begging her that's the other one. If it's not you, it's not going to affect you.
Yes,
It's
I would
weed
be
eater.
like, just fucking spray me,
Exactly.
hit me,
Bring it. Spray us both. I'll be fine. But you're right,
No,
Justin.
but no, they had to have some type of choice there. Like she
Yeah.
had to try to figure. Yeah, but
should have been an actual gun, or a bullet, a
should've
bullet
been
laced
an
in
actual
weed.
gun.
A bullet laced with weed eater. That's what it should have been. But you're right, Justin. The end was cool because the plants started talking to her, and they're all like, "Help me! It's your dad! Help me!" That was a pretty creepy ending. I agree with you.
Sometimes I wish you got like closure, but I kind of like that. Just like
Yeah.
that weird, it's like twist, like, oh no.
Yeah, yeah.
So I thought the concept of like the plant like was really weird, that the plant was like the dad, because it had like leaves growing out of his head, and like when he got cut, like there was green goo coming out of him. I thought that was gross. There was he
Yeah.
was sleeping in a bed of worms.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, I didn't understand that. What did worms have to do? Worms eat plants.
Yeah,
That was disgusting.
yeah, it was.
Out of all the episodes that we watched, that was the most disgusting thing. The bed of worms.
Obviously, it was just to like kind of freaking gross you out, but it made no sense.
It's
I
just a
just
jump
thought
scare.
it.
Yeah.
I thought it was kind of weird that, because you could tell when it cut to the commercial, when it cut through to commercial and then came back, a big huge lump of worms like splatted onto the floor. It was like crawling everywhere. I just thought that was funny. But yeah, no, definitely my favorite
Yeah.
out of all the episodes. I felt like it was a really strong story. I felt like that they did a really good job executing. They did a really good job of, because there would be some scenes that they
Yeah.
would reach into a plant and nothing would happen, and you didn't know if it was gonna like grab him or anything like that.
It reminds
Right.
me of when the Christopher Walken sketch where he puts the googly eyes on all the plants, so he knows where he stands with them. I feel like that needed to happen.
Yeah. All right. Next episode, was that the dummy?
That was the
Night of the
dummy.
Living Dummy 2.
Was Slappy the dummy? This is pretty good. I mean, it's fine.
Yeah, you got the middle kid. She's always getting blamed for everything, and
Yeah.
she apparently likes likes ventriloquist dummies.
Right.
And the dummy comes to life. His name's Slappy. He's pretty famous in Goosebumps.
Yeah.
Like he was the main villain in the big movie. Slappy's pretty creepy.
Yeah, he's creepy.
No, he really. This is the Chucky version, like the kids Chucky version.
Right, exactly.
Yeah, his design is really creepy. It's a good design.
It is. It's good.
The thing I didn't get though, so he just basically he terrorizes the family by breaking guitars and painting over or holding fingers.
It's little pranks. It's little pranks that I guess he likes to play because he's a joker.
He is. He's a
little
guy.
pranks. He's a little prankster
weird.
over here. But he tries to kill. He didn't try to kill him. He tries to hurt the dad and mom.
Yeah, but I agree. It was creepy. I thought it was pretty cool that like he was strategic and didn't really show it himself. And the ending was pretty creepy too, with the other dummy saving them and then be like, I want to be part of the family. Creepy stuff.
I don't know. I think I would just say okay, so that way he doesn't do anything bad to me.
Okay.
Like you're in the family now. It's all good.
Yeah.
Just don't do anything creepy, please.
Homebrew Tree Service has been providing the DFW area with world-class tree care for many years. When it comes to tree service in the DFW area, you can trust them to provide quality work with low prices and friendly, fair customer service. Whether you have a tree that needs pruning or complete removal and haul-off service, you can count on them for a wide range of expert care. Go to hbtreeservices.com and sign up for a free estimate.
Okay, next episode is which one was this? Oh, the camera one?
This is the camera one with Ryan Gosling.
This could all been solved
Ryan
by keeping the
Gosling.
camera at home.
Ryan Gosling, did y'all notice right away?
Nope, you had to point it out
I
to me.
did. No, I did. I
Yeah.
definitely did. It took me maybe 5 seconds to realize that was. I was like, oh my god. I googled it to see if Ryan Gosling was actually in Goosebumps. Yeah.
Yeah, and he was actually pretty good acting in this too, like compared to the other kids.
Oh yeah, no, definitely. This is the best acting out of all the episodes that we watched.
Do you know Sherry Walker?
Sherry? Yeah, she's one of my best friends.
When was the last time you saw her?
Earlier today at her house.
Do you know where she is now?
At her house, I guess.
No, she's not. She's missing. Disappeared.
I knew it.
What do you mean you knew it?
I mean that I knew something must have happened to her.
Oh, how'd you know that?
Well, because you guys are here.
Are you telling us the truth?
Honestly, the last time I saw her was at her house. I took a picture of her.
Oh, I'd like to see that.
Plot is stupid, but the acting was good.
Why in the
What?
world
You thought that
would
that
you
was
have
stupid?
a camera that looks like that and use it?
How do you
Okay,
know it's a
I-
camera?
I didn't know that was a camera. If I would have picked it up, it was like, what the fuck is this thing?
It looks like the top of a shark.
I thought that was a pretty cool concept. You could take a picture and it would tell the future.
No, you're right.
picture
The
would be-
concept was cool.
That's what you just said. You said
the
this-
books, it was just a
concept was
regular camera.
stupid.
Sorry, I didn't mean the concept. The logic of it is stupid. Like,
In the books,
reason
it was
they-
a regular camera. Like, it looked normal.
Oh,
Oh,
you
really?
can't have that. You can't just have a regular
Yeah, because that
camera.
wouldn't make
How you-
sense. That wouldn't make more sense than a huge-ass camera twice as big as your head.
The thing I didn't like about it was when he ran out with the camera, he tried to why didn't he just try to? He said like as soon as he walked out, he was like, "Oh, I shouldn't have taken this. Just leave it at the door." And also later on, when he's like, he doesn't want to take pictures of the bullies, but he takes a picture of his girlfriend. There's just a lot of really weird, stupid plot points I didn't like.
Okay, so the way that
Sorry,
what
good.
the
Yeah.
episode is about is a kid. His name is Spidey. Is that what his name is?
Yeah, something
he's
like that.
Spidey. He's like stalking
Yeah.
him, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
so these three kids are stalking this dude named Spidey, and he lives in like some warehouse. So they go in, they just kind of explore the warehouse. They find this camera that's a really futuristic looking camera,
Yeah.
and it makes this beep 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 beep. Beep. It takes a picture.
Yep, that was good.
So when they take a picture of something, it tells the future that what happens either like a couple seconds afterwards, or it might be a day or something like that. But it's always something bad.
Right.
And so they take a picture of this kid, and he falls. They take a picture of this car.
His dad's
with
car.
with his brother standing next to it. The car is wrecked. They take a picture of his friend, and she's like gone.
Yeah, she disappears.
She just disappears.
So stupid.
Which let's be honest, is that such a bad thing?
They have the friend gone?
She was kind of annoying. Take my picture. Just do it.
I didn't understand the ending either. Like, so when I took a picture of him, he disappeared. And then he comes back, though, once they take a picture again. Like, did they ever explain why that was the case?
Yeah, I didn't really get it.
It was weird.
And then, like, yeah, the bullies find the camera. So they take the camera back to Spidey, and they take a picture of Spidey because Spidey wants to kidnap him, basically.
Yeah.
Because they know too much.
They do.
Spidey gets trapped, right?
And then Spidey gets trapped in the camera. And then the bullies come, they take a picture of themselves, and then Spidey gets released again.
Yeah.
Yeah, in the book, he actually dies. Spidey dies.
Oh, really?
Well, good. He deserved to die. Trying to kidnap little kids like that.
Yeah.
But no, we can't have dying on TV.
Ugh.
Oh, God.
PC, am I right? All right.
Yes.
All right.
Okay, so that was all the episodes that we watched of the first season.
Right.
And then we have special episodes. Now, what are special episodes? I don't really get it. Is it just
They-
like holiday
I don't know, they-
episodes? Like, what was going on?
From the research I saw is that they all aired like simultaneously with the season, so it's technically part of season 1. But I don't understand why. I don't know why like R.L. Stein is at the beginning of it saying enjoy this episode. So I don't know. Maybe
Even
it
though
wasn't
it's
special.
terrible.
Yeah. So I don't know.
I mean, because at the very end of, I think it was a Haunted Mask, he says, enjoy this spooky day. So I'm thinking it premiered during Halloween.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't. Yeah. Maybe it was on Halloween or something. I don't know.
But
It
I don't
was
know
the
why
28th
break
of
it up into
October.
part 1 and part 2.
It was on 20th of October.
Yeah, so it aired on the 28th of October, so maybe it did.
So the Haunted maybe it also is the episodes that they made into VHSs because we had the Haunted Mask growing up, the VHS of it.
It could be it.
I feel sorry
It's a-
for
All right,
you.
Matt. Now this episode
so
was pretty
sorry.
good.
Y'all, I like this episode. This is my favorite episode.
This is
I thought
pretty good. I liked it.
What's that face, John? Not a fan?
I'm trying to make
It
the
was a
face
good
of the mask, you know, that
Oh, I
she
see,
put
I
on.
see.
No, it was terrible.
see.
I hated this episode.
Really?
Oh yes, I
thought
didn't.
it was-
I was so I don't know if it was uncomfortable or what. It was just super weird. I was bored most of this episode.
Huh. I thought it was really good. I thought the mask effect was-
That's nostalgia talking right there.
maybe, but I thought the mask was like cool how like it formed more and more and like her mouth started moving towards the end. Like it was a really cool
Yeah.
effect.
So
And she was pretty creepy and really good actor, honestly. I thought.
all right, so the concept of this episode is that there's this girl named
What was her name?
Carolyn Beth.
Yeah.
Carly Beth.
Carly Beth.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's this girl named Carly Beth, and she keeps getting scared by these two kind of bullies, and they've done it for years and years.
Steve
and
and Chuck.
so
Steven Chuck.
Steven Chuck, those little assholes.
Damn it, Chuck.
So they keep scaring her over time, and then she wants to get them back on Halloween. So she goes to this mask place with $30 and finds this mask, like this row of masks, which are really freaking creepy.
Of course, it's a creepy old dude who
Yeah.
sells it.
Yep.
Okay, I honestly thought that his storyline was actually kind of cool.
Yeah, I completely agree with you.
I did. So his storyline was, and you learned this because it was part 1 and part 2, that he makes these faces to put over his own face because his face is ugly. He doesn't like the way he looks. But because of the way he is, like I guess personality-wise, the faces die.
Yeah, it's weird. Yeah, something like that.
And they keep decaying.
Yeah.
And you see kind of like his own face, like the I guess supposedly mask that he has on is like decaying on his cheek.
Yeah.
Like you see like bubbly stuff on his cheek.
It looked really cool. Yeah.
No, it is really cool. So these are actually real faces that she sees, and then she steals one of the masks and just throws the money behind her and
What an
runs away.
idiot. Yeah. Like clearly he says, "Hey, something's wrong with these things," and she does it anyways.
Number one, why are they out to begin with, dude?
That's true. On display. Yeah.
That's a whole nother story, though.
Yeah.
Do you know? Did,
I mean,
did they say what they were called?
Later on,
The Unloved.
Yeah.
yeah, they're the unloved. So, but later on, the masks come to life and like chase her. So,
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe they have to be displayed. I don't know.
I don't know either.
I like
They
the
don't
name
really
of them,
say.
the Unloved. I mean, it's
Plot
pretty
point,
cool.
or plot hole.
Yeah.
So, yeah, she puts on this mask that's supposedly a real face, and she like touches it and like the eyes open, which is weird.
Yeah.
When she's in the store, that
I
was
don't-
creepy.
That was really creepy. And also, I don't understand. Then she goes home, and her mom made her a mask of herself, and the mask also moves. It like smiles.
Yeah, I didn't understand that either. Her own mask that her mom made her, it talks.
Yeah. It's like, help me. It was really weird. Just
This whole
explain
episode
that.
was just weird. I mean,
Justin,
it was good, but it's just weird.
Yeah.
when we get to the end of this episode, I have something to say. But so the girl scares the bullies with the mask, and the mask changes her voice apparently too, like to a real creepy thing.
Yeah. And I think
does
yeah, good.
Does it change her personality too? I'm super confused about that.
I think so. It's
is
hard
why
to
this
tell
is
if it
one of-
does or if it just like.
I don't
just
know the
like-
rules of this universe.
I don't get it.
I didn't get this episode. I really didn't. So the mask forms it into her skin
Right.
the more that she's wearing it, and the more that she's acting like she's acting like a bitch. Let's be honest here. She likes scaring little kids.
You're acting like a bitch.
No, but it's true.
She's-
She is.
She's scaring little kids. She's
Yeah.
like, when she goes and confronts the bullies, like, she's like, say sorry to my face that my mom made me. Like, it's so weird.
The
I
reason
didn't know
can-
being scared was such a bad trait.
Yeah, I know.
Like, tons of people get scared by
she's
stuff.
so embarrassed by it.
I'm scared of a bunch of stuff. I hate scary movies, to be honest.
How did you guys feel about the mask? I feel nowadays that it's not really any different than the mask that they have today.
No, it's not. Compared to like what everybody else was wearing in this episode, it was pretty good. But the rest of the stuff, yeah, it wasn't anything, out of control.
Have masks changed from the 90s to now? Because I
don't
like,
think so.
Okay.
I think they're just trying to say it's like toned, like the whole city was toned down, and she was one bringing this scary, scary mask. So
It wasn't a mask that she was wearing in the episode, right? That was like makeup and stuff?
Don't know.
I think it was both. I think because the eyes
Okay.
definitely made it look like it. Yeah,
But
think it's
to be
both.
honest, there's not a lot of behind the
And it
scenes
was-
Goosebumps stories.
that is
And
surprising.
It was very like I don't know. It looked glossy.
It was a
Not
cool
like
effect. It was cool makeup.
Yeah.
It got sweaty and stuff. It was really cool.
If there's one thing I like about the show is that they did pretty good on makeup and effects for what they were.
Yeah, I agree.
Let's be honest. It was a Fox Kids show, so their budget couldn't have been very big. I mean, this was pretty B movie. I like that. I like that aesthetic. Like that doesn't bother me if you can do your effects like that good and make it look at least a little bit real. I don't need it to be like CGI. Like you
Right.
could do good stuff like that. Like the dummy, the way they did the dummy was kind of cool. The mask I think is probably the best one. That's some really cool makeup and effects. However they did that.
I would agree with that. I would agree.
Yeah.
She did look creepy. Like I felt like if I did touch it, it would feel slimy,
Yeah, exactly.
like her face.
And
They did have some CGI in this episode, though.
Yeah, they did.
That looked okay-ish.
It was. I mean, it was good for what it was.
Yeah.
The good thing is that they made these episodes all like a green tint and dark, so they can get away with a little bit more on the CGI stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think the thing that was confusing about this episode was that she had the weird voice, and so you're like, oh, okay, this is the mask like transforming her into a bad person, and then she can go back to her old voice.
Yeah.
It was really weird.
That's what. This whole entire episode was super confusing to me. Were you guys confused in this episode like I was?
Yes.
Because I didn't know if I missed anything or if it was just I don't know, if they just didn't explain things really well.
No, they didn't explain. It's not very well written. And we talk about it more too when we talk about the next one, which was I think the worst episode we watched.
I didn't understand why the mask came off.
Right. Well, no, it's because
Explain this to me,
it's
because I didn't
because-
understand it.
it's because at the beginning they say that the mask is a sign of love. The mask and so when they showed it to her, that was and then the guy says that an act of love is its weakness. So as soon as she pulls out the mask,
The mask of herself.
Yeah.
That she buried.
Yeah. So basically, she was able to take off the mask probably until she buried it, and then once she ungot it and picked it back up, she was able to take off the mask.
Okay, so all she had to do was hold her
Yes.
her mask of herself.
Yep.
And everything would have been great.
Yep. The only note I have on this one also is that the acting wasn't bad when she was trying to take off the mask. I thought she was actually pretty scared, and it was a really good scene when she was trying to take off the mask.
No. That's too dangerous. I don't care, Sabrina. I'm freaking out here. Look. One more try, and then we'll ask my mom to help cut it off. Okay. There must be a place I can reach down and... Oh. What's the matter? There's no bottom to this mask. There's no line in between the mask and your skin. There's no place I can reach my hand in. That's crazy. That's just crazy. Oh, no, Sabrina. There's no line. There's no line here. I'm gonna tell my mom. Those eyes. Those eyes in the mirror. What about them? They're not my eyes, Sabrina. My eyes don't look like that. Try to calm down, Cully Beth. Those aren't my eyes. Where are my eyes? Where am I? You're scaring me. This isn't me. This isn't me in here.
Last episode. This is the worst one, I thought. Night of the Tower Terror, whatever. What a weird
Terror
episode.
Tower.
You thought this was the worst one? I didn't think it was the worst one. I think it was kind of in the
pretty
middle,
bad.
in my opinion.
There's nothing creepy in it. It was just a really stupid story about like time traveling.
No, it was a weird story. So, the story is these kids go to the London with their parents, and you never really see their parents. But they go to London with their parents. They go to this tour with a torture tower, or what? A tower of terror?
Tower torture or something. Yeah.
Yeah.
Whatever.
So the kid, the boy, is his name Billy? I don't know his name.
Eddie.
He sees a ghost.
Yeah.
At the very beginning, and he's like, "Don't come in here," and they go in there, and then the mannequins, when they go in there, come. The mannequins come to life and try to kill him.
Yeah.
The boy and the sister. So, and then they go to the tower torture area, and something weird happens that I don't understand. What?
What is it?
They go to the tower, and I don't understand what happens when they go up to the very top.
There's a very odd shift. And all of a sudden, it's a very different kind of episode where they I don't know. I don't know what happens either. The whole thing, I was like scratching my head on what was happening. It was so weird.
You see a ghost, and the ghost says something to them, and the kids are confused. I'm confused. You look out the window, and like time looks like it's changing. Like it looks like 3 days have passed or something like that. And then they turn around, the tour group is gone.
Yeah.
And one of the mannequins comes up and tries to cast some spell on them with rocks.
Yeah.
With these white rocks.
Yeah.
And then the mannequin chases him around. Supposedly it's a mannequin. Chases him around the tower. They get out. They find out they can't remember anything.
I like that scene when they're at the hotel and they realize they can't remember anything.
They can't remember their last name.
Yeah, it's like Twilight Zone-ish.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah, and then how do they get in the past? They just wake up, right?
No, okay, no, they run into that guy in like the kitchen.
The man in black
of the hotel. Yeah, the man in black or whatever. The guy that's supposed to be the what is he? He's
I won't hurt you.
He's the executioner, and he meets him in the whatever, the kitchen, and then he teleports them back in time.
Yep.
So he can kill him.
Yeah. And then they realize that they're kings and queens, or princes and princesses, and this guy's trying to overthrow them. So he tries to kill them, but then they steal the rocks. It was really stupid. But
I didn't get it.
I didn't like any of it. It was really dumb.
So what happened
Don't
was
watch this one.
The king's sorcerer put them into the future to keep them safe.
Right.
And then the spell was wearing off, so they went back in time.
Correct.
And now they can remember that they were the prince and princess of York.
Right.
and they're about to get executed, and their parents have died, and their clothes change and their accent changes, and it's such a weird episode.
What if they remembered everything? Like you stayed in medieval times and you remembered everything from the future. Like, man,
right.
the past sucks.
Yeah.
Like I remember good
iPhone.
food and there was toilets and everybody wasn't dying of plague. This sucks.
Vaccines. Oh man. Okay. Yeah. So let's just do final thoughts. Y'all ready to do final thoughts?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm ready.
This was fucking terrible.
This is your show.
I was expecting more out of this, to be honest with you. I thought it was going to be somewhat interesting. And
There was
the
two
acting
maybe
and-
decent episodes.
The acting and writing was so bad that it was so distracting. It made it really unbearable to watch.
I'm sure if we watched a few more, they would have been good, but this was terrible.
No, the two decent episodes was definitely the basements.
Yeah,
one and two.
yeah. I would
Basement
say
in the Mask.
Yeah. I would say that, and honestly, so before we watched this, I looked up the 10 scariest episodes, and 6 of them were the ones that we watched. So don't expect much out of these.
Well,
Yeah. So no point, Justin. I'm sorry. It was not good.
that's okay. I couldn't even remember it was mine. Luckily,
Justin.
I have a ridiculous amount of useless shit in my head that I remember for some reason.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
Which is why I'm going to
6,
win trivia
7,
when we
8.
do it.
We watched 9 episodes, and I liked 2 of them. So you get no points. Yeah, no, I don't really know how else they could have did this.
Is this
Yeah.
my Yu-Gi-Oh for
Suitable-
the season?
This is your Yu-Gi-Oh! But it's not your fault. Yu-Gi-Oh! Was your fault because you knew it was bad and you made
No,
us do it.
I thought this would have been. I actually thought this might be halfway decent.
Me too.
There were some okay ones. It wasn't super terrible, but it just was so boring.
Yeah.
How could they have made this better? I don't understand. Like at
So
this time.
it has to do a lot with the source material. Remember, this is horror for 7 to 12-year-olds.
Right.
Yeah.
It's meant to be like, oh, this is so creepy. What if your dad was a plant?
Yeah.
You know, it's harmless little horror, and the books are pretty good. You know, for a book adaptation, they do pretty good,
Yeah.
but it just is not good.
No.
It doesn't hold up when you're older.
Yeah. It doesn't.
I'm sure if kids watch this, they might be creeped out, and that's kind of the point. This
think
is not
so.
for us.
Yeah. All right. Well, next week we are gonna watch. What do y'all want to do next week? Y'all want to watch Halloween Town, or you want to watch Are You Afraid of the Dark? Do you want to compare
Halloween
'em?
Town. Definitely.
Yeah, I
Halloween
can't do
Town.
more TV.
I gotta watch something else that's not this. That's good.
John, you want to take it? I was never really into this. But...
Yeah, I'll take it. No, that's fine.
I've never seen this movie,
All right. Yeah.
and
Oh,
I've
really?
been proud of that
My-
fact.
It's
My
okay.
fiance loves this movie, so she's
Oh god,
going to.
I hope I get to rip
she's-
it up.
She's gonna definitely give me some fun facts for this.
Okay.
For this episode.
Am I gonna hate this?
No, it's not bad. It's not. It's the
Halloween
plot's-
Town? Nah.
Yeah. Yeah.
I have a
John,
feeling I'm
so-
gonna hate this just by
so-
seeing the crooked teeth ladies on the front.
No, it's good. No, you're talking about Hocus Pocus, dude.
Oh, that's Hocus Pocus.
Yeah.
Halloween
okay.
Town. Halloween Town is with Jack and
You're not helping
He-
me.
it's
never
like
seen it.
it's not claymation. What is it?
No, it's not that either. Y'all aren't thinking of the right movie.
No, that's Night Before Christmas. No, I know what
Oh,
you
I'm thinking
mean.
of Night Before Christmas.
That's not
I'm
Nightmare
thinking of
Before Christmas. I know that
That's
movie.
what I was thinking of. Halloween
No, it's
Town. What is
it's
Halloween Town?
You just watch it. No, actually, no. Seriously, there's a good twist in like the first 10 minutes. I'm not gonna tell you anything about it. It's a good movie.
Oh, are they really pumpkins?
No, it's good. I mean, it's not scary. You're not gonna. It's not a scary movie. It's just a movie about Halloween. So you'll enjoy it.
Okay.
Okay. So just so y'all know, if y'all are a Patreon member, we have a new episode up, or a new, what do you call it? A new exclusive video up. It's us playing Marvel Seen It.
It's my birthday weekend.
Birthday weekend.
We got crunk.
And yeah, we play Marvel Seen It. You remember the old Seen It games? They're good stuff. And yeah, so if you're a member, if you want to be a member, you can go on there and watch it.
Who will win? The
Who will
Encyclopedia of Knowledge or Chris or John?
Oh, whatever.
Damn.
We're talking about Marvel, dude.
Damn.
Yeah, this one we're on even footing. So I think
we're on
Chris.
even footing.
I think Chris is gonna win this one.
We'll see.
Of course, I already know, but you'll know soon.
Okay. All right.
I'm so futuristic in this there is.
All right. John, where can you find us, buddy?
All right, you can find us on social media at Another Man's Pod on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. Please go give us a follow. Please go like some of our material that we have up there.
Please help us.
We put out dank memes and clips of our shows. It's actually really funny, in
Please
my
give me
opinion.
a like.
So go check us out there. You can also find us on Twitch. I'm going to start twitching very, very soon. Very
Is that
soon.
what you say? Twitching?
Twitching. No, I'm gonna start
I don't think that's what
streaming.
you say.
I'm gonna start streaming. What episode should you check out this week?
Well, we're gonna be
What
we're gonna,
old episode?
We're gonna be watching a Disney Channel original, so maybe Even Stevens.
Luck of the
or
Irish.
Luck of the Irish. Yeah.
Luck of the Irish. Luck of the Irish is a good episode.
Yeah.
Even Stevens is a really, really old episode. It's like season 1, episode 3. So if you want to go,
We were babies.
if you want to go listen to really bad audio,
Yeah.
you just go listen to Even Stevens. Anyway, you can also find us on a lot of different apps. Please go like us on YouTube. It really helps us out. If you would like to go view us and kind of view like certain clips of what we're talking about, go watch us on YouTube. It's actually really cool. Chris does a really good job of doing that. But you can find us on a bunch of different apps. You can find us on Google Play, Apple Podcasts. Please go rate us on those. It really helps us out.
We're also on
And
SoundBrain.
go give us a rating. Did you say
Yep.
SoundBrain?
SoundBrain.
Oh my gosh! Stop making up shit. That's not a real thing. Stop making up shit. All right.
Headcast.
Well, we will see you next week with Halloween Town, not The Nightmare Before Christmas, and not Hocus Pocus.
Peace.